Describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind about your mother.
My mother?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my mother.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Have you ever been in an institution? Cells.
Cells.
Do they keep you in a cell? Cells.
Cells.
When you're not performing your duties, do they keep you in a little box? Cells.
This causes it. This causes it. This causes it. Information overload. All the electronics around you poisoning the airwaves.
You are listening to the High Tech Low Life podcast, a cyberpunk media retrospective. High Tech Low Life contains language and themes not suitable for all audiences, as well as spoilers for the content being covered. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the High Tech Low Life podcast with your hosts Eric and Josh. I'm Eric. Josh, you will hear from in a moment. This is a continuation of our Running Man 2025 episode, which went way long, but I didn't have it in my heart to cut out all the juicy bits. So, if you remember last week, we were about to encounter the William H. Macy character, which, I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but I'm sure William H. Macy, that's a big name. I'm sure he plays a very important role. He's in the movie for like a lot. So excited to hear about that. Kristen from Astronomica podcast is our guest this week. Just a reminder when you hear that third voice and get confused, why would you listen to this one? I'm losing the plot here. I gotta kick this over to Josh. Take it away.
So, the game starts. He fucking runs off. He's spray painted. He goes to William H. Macy's place. William H. Macy is some sort of black marketeer who, it turns out that, yesterday, William H. Macy decided I'm going to give Ben Richards a job as like a partner working in this place. But I didn't say anything. So instead he went off to do the fucking Running Man.
This would have had a lot more value to me if we had been introduced to William H. Macy before. In any way.
Yeah.
And also, because this movie is over 2 hours long, if they look, I love William H. Macy. Again, I just want to be clear, underutilized in this film if they wanted to have him. Deeply. But also, this scene means nothing. Yeah. This scene means nothing.
Yeah. William H. Macy.
Except that he didn't need to go on the Running Man.
Yeah. William H. Macy, the person, is, of course, trying to make some money to cover for his wife's legal bills and his daughter's tuition.
Yes.
Look that up, by the way. If you're unaware, look that up. He, in the movie, gives Ben Richards some pay like $200 for some fake IDs and some silly costumes. And then that's it. Like William H. Macy
gets tortured.
Movie.
Yeah, he gets tortured later to immediately give him up, but it's 5 seconds.
Yeah, so then Ben Richards is on the fucking run. He goes to New York. He checks into a fancy hotel. He decides
he threatens a kid.
Yeah, he
on a bus.
Well, yeah. I haven't mentioned it, but this movie does hate fat people as well. So,
yes,
in case you were wondering.
Yes, the fact that he specifically offered the kid, "You want my snack pack?" and the kid's like, "Okay, I'll take it."
We have the hamster guy at the beginning, and we have the bribing the fat kid with the snack pack, and I'm just like, wow, this is just some base level like tiki.
This is a 2010 movie.
What the hell?
Very casual fat phobia.
If there was only some homophobia, like it would really hit the trifecta.
Oh, yeah, they didn't do that though. You're right.
The lesbian is the coolest character in the movie.
Had there been just a handful of gay panic jokes, like this would have been a perfect movie for 2010.
Well, here's the flaw though. If they had gay panic jokes, he would have had to actually spend time with like other characters in a partnership kind of role.
Yeah, that's true.
The only character they could have made those jokes with based on the amount of time he spent with them is Michael Cera's character. And come on, man, no one's gonna believe that Powell and Sarah are gonna, have a gay panic.
I want to see Michael Cera's dick. It's really skinny and long.
If this movie had any courage.
This is the end.
If it had any courage. It would 28 days or 28 years later, the shit with Michael Cera.
That's right.
You want to see Michael Cera hanging dong, running naked through the forest.
I apologize. Yeah. That was a bit from the movie This Is the End, where Mindy Kaling at the party before the world ends wants to see Michael Cera's dick because she bets it's thin and long like a pencil.
Oh my. I don't know.
This is a weird
if
bit.
This movie had done it, I would have given it some points back.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. So yeah, he goes to New York. And also we established the existence of some explosives called Black Irish.
Yeah. Chekhov's Black Irish.
Yeah. So
felt really out of place. Like, look at over here. Wow, you've got lots of explosives.
Look, also, all of those guns have the name engraved Chekhov on them.
Yeah. Also, just the William H. Macy scene is just all of this. Like, you didn't understand what movie you were writing, or know how to set things up, or even know how anything works. Like, just basic stuff. Like, I don't sell guns. There's a wall of cutouts, presumably to like buy guns.
Yeah, that was real weird. I could not figure out what the fuck.
Yeah, I can't keep the analog TVs on the shelf because those TVs don't watch you back. But there's literally like 20 of them. There's a shelf that's just full of them.
And then later, Glenn Powell has very secret conversations in front of a TV. Like,
Yes. And then, like, I was going to bring you on to my business because I think you're such a great guy, but also you do, in fact, need to pay me for these really terrible disguises.
Yeah.
Just a weird scene that didn't need to exist.
And also, on those analog TVs, we're watching a movie called Skyjacker, which stars James Brolin, Josh Brolin's fucking dad.
Oh
shit! It's all connected. Anyway, he goes to New York.
An Easter egg because they're on a plane later.
Yeah. He goes to New York, yells at a fat kid.
Yes.
Checks into a hotel, records his ass taking a nap for his 10-minute thing.
That was pretty funny. I laughed at that.
Yeah.
That was mildly humorous.
Actually, this whole hotel scene is pretty good.
Yeah, we see a little bit of the TV show, and he gets his $1,000 award for surviving, the first 24 hours or whatever. And we cut to McCone torturing William H. Macy for information about the fake IDs. And oh shit, it was a fucking dream.
Or was it? Who knows?
Or was it? Yeah.
Sequences are tools of weak storytellers. Stop doing that.
I'm gonna be honest, I still don't know if that was a dream sequence or that was like they put a gun to his head and they filmed it all, but then they just left.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't time to kill him yet? I don't know.
Good question. That's very possible.
Yeah, that's not impossible.
At any rate, stop fake freakouts with dream sequences. I hate them.
Yeah.
So he gets paranoid, leaves the hotel, whether or not it was a dream, who gives a shit, and then goes to fucking Boston. Even though he had just extended his reservation in the hotel. It's a fake out for the fucking hunters. Oh, shit.
He's so smart. I was wrong. Ben Richards is so smart.
Yeah, and also we see the SNL guy, Lansky, get got for being dumb as hell.
I enjoyed it. I'm sorry.
It's a funny little bit.
It was funny. He just didn't care.
He's on a fucking 7-Eleven security cam talking to a clerk saying I hear there's this guy on the Running Man who looks just like me, but not as handsome.
That's
a funny bit.
That's weird, right?
I wish we had followed the other people for a period of time.
I would love to watch a movie of just Katie O'Brien lesing out at strip clubs and casinos.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. And she picked up a really great wardrobe somewhere.
She met the guy from Pluribus.
Yeah.
Did she raid Coleman Domingo's wardrobe before she hit the streets? Because
that's not impossible. Beautiful fucking Western wear with a sugar skull on the back, in sequins.
Red crystal work. Oh,
fucking,
so cool.
It wasn't. Yeah, the fucking Barbie pink Corvette. That was great.
Yes. Yeah, and the thing is, like, if Glenn Powell wasn't yogurt, right, we could have cut to what these people are doing, and then we would cut back to him and see how he's, like, embedded himself somewhere, or he's, like, survived for a while. But we can't let him off the screen for more than 5 seconds.
Or you forget he exists, and then you have to reintroduce the character all over again.
Yeah. Although I will say, points for an ironic scene that is shot where they are doing the, like, he's standing right next to a sign that has his mugshot, and he's moving his head in exactly the same way. And I had this thought last night watching it, or yesterday watching it, and I was like, it's really funny that Glenn Powell is so incredibly forgettable, and yet none of his disguises are at all useful.
Disguises, yeah.
Yeah, they're fake mustaches and baseball caps.
Like, they're so bad. And then he tries to do accent work with them. Starting with the veteran. He pretends to be a veteran.
Yeah, he's in a veteran costume now, talking to a guy over, your classic burning 55-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
Or 55-gallon drum. And, like, trying to get, saying, like, yeah, man, I was in Alaska. Got a lot of shrapnel. It was real bad. And the guy's like, you are not a veteran. But if you're going to give me money, you can stay at my place.
No, he said it's not stolen valor if you pay for it, which is a pretty good line.
Right.
I liked it.
Yeah. So he ends up at a fucking YMCA in Boston. And we establish that there is a little black kid who knows that there is a basement that exists in this place. And oh shit, he sets up in the room, finds a grenade, random. Because, veterans are all like that, right?
Yeah, veterans
That's definitely a stereotype that's continued since the 1981 publication of this story.
Oh, I definitely have grenades in my house, for sure.
Yeah.
Wesley just has them.
Yeah.
No.
When I lived with veterans, the grenades were the one thing we didn't have in the house.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have some other stuff, but we do not keep. And Wesley was even, like, in explosives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, his experience of this part of the movie, and the explosions and, like, what grenades do, that's like one of his biggest pet peeves is how movies handle grenades. And he just can't, like, he can't even.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Having spent a little time with Wesley over the past couple of years at Astronomicons, I can like perfectly imagine what his face does when the grenade comes out.
Now, to be fair, during this section, they are going to distract us by, at one point, having Glenn Powell. This is the only part of the costuming that is, I think, great.
When he's nude?
Well, there's the towel, right? Which there's no way that towel was secured.
Yeah, my wife commented on how tight the towel was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that thing was stitched together, right? And then he's just, like, hanging dong on the outside of a building.
And when he says why, and there's a giant Y, that was so stupid, but it did tickle me.
I honestly did cackle at that. Like, that was the perfectly calibrated, like, okay, I can't not laugh
That's
at that.
That's a Josh joke. That's a Harlequin's back joke, for sure.
Yes, exactly.
It's camp. That's the thing, is that, like, this story doesn't demand camp, but if you're going to do it as an action movie, it is camp. And it sings
that's
when
Edgar
it's
Wright's
camp.
thing.
And that's why 87 works.
That's what you want from Edgar Wright. And that's when the movie, the edges start to peel of what could be good under there, like we mentioned, is when he does his thing. But then I don't know if maybe he felt pressured to be true to the source material, and
or maybe
I don't know.
He's lost the sauce.
Or maybe he's lost the sauce.
Yeah. Oh, and also in this section, right before he goes to take a shower, with this very tight towel on, he is looking out the window, and in what is one of my favorite bits of the movie, he sees some people outside on the street, and he's doing a jokey bit about where he's pretending to be these three guys in a conversation about how they're all dumb fucks or something. Yeah. And my very first thought the first time I watched this was, that is some fucking star daddy voice work. And then he immediately after that, he immediately says, well, why do we all three have the same voice?
That was funny. That was funny.
Like I said, the whole hotel scene is actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think this is the point where I'm like, why did they hate this movie so much? This isn't so bad.
Well, so that's the thing is, I think Glenn Powell can actually be funny. I think that the movies that he's good in are actually pretty funny movies. But like this movie doesn't let him be that. It tries to make him a serious action star, and that's where a lot of the dissonance comes in terms of his performance.
And a big portion of when they are trying to make him funny in this movie is not stuff that works for him.
Yes, yeah.
Like, yeah. So anyway, it turns out their hunters have fucking tracked him there. He escapes. He, is going to go down to the basement. He throws a fucking grenade at Lee Pace. Lee Pace kicks it back at him. He falls down an elevator shaft. Then the hunters are going to blow everything the fuck up because they just shoot through a door with a bunch of gas pipes behind it. He escapes into the sewers and
by following rats.
By following some rats. And there you go. He killed fucking 8 goons and 0 hunters, apparently. Even though they were like right on the other side of the door.
And we're sort of introduced to like the only other hunter that has any sort of
blonde
characterization.
Guy.
The blondie,
God, why didn't they make the hunters cool? It's such a waste.
It is mystifying. Yeah.
It's weird.
There's so many options. You don't have to go all out like they did in the 87 version. A mask and a blonde hair. Like, God, you could have done something.
Yeah,
that is smoking or something.
Costuming. Just costuming. Make the super short blonde hair dude who looks like he's a Nazi. Make him wear Nazi shit.
Make him a fucking Nazi. Yeah.
Or, I mean, they could even go so far as like, we see in one of the commercials that it cuts to, like, Lee Pace has, I think his gun is engraved with fate and his knife's engraved with like destiny or something like that.
Yeah.
You could, at the very least, you could differentiate them based on what weapons they always carry in every scene.
One guy likes a sword. One guy likes a knife. One guy likes a machine gun. Yeah.
Yeah. But instead it's just some guys in fucking camis.
This is classic action movie shit that I feel like was a video game shit too, for that matter.
Yeah.
Mega Man this stuff up.
Yeah.
They feel...
Do something, man.
They feel silly and not really threatening when you do see them because they just have no presence.
Yeah, they're literally just faceless fucking mooks.
Yeah, you can't differentiate them from the goons, usually. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. The gas explosion happens, the building blows up, he kills some guys. This in the book was a little more intentional. Like he turned on the gas valve as he was bailing out of the hotel.
Nice.
But no, the thing is, we have to keep this protagonist likable in this movie.
Yeah.
That just makes him really stupid.
Stupid and cowardly and
and there are this is one scene where as the gas explosion is going off and he's falling down this chute in the sewer, for a split second, I was like, oh, there is fucking Edgar Wright. There's a good zoom shot at him sliding down the tunnel as the fire is coming. And you're like, yeah, that's some character, in terms of cinematography.
Yeah.
And then it's just gone immediately. We're back to fucking gray, bland, no character whatsoever happening. Anyway, he climbs out of the sewer, meets the black kid that he saw earlier, and the black kid is going to take him to his big bro. And it's day 8 now.
Yep. And the blow up thing, I remember it bothering me a little bit in the theater watching it, and it didn't bother me as much watching it a second time, maybe just because I'd seen it and I was like, whatever. This is why the arena can't just be the whole fucking world. They treat it like this is the first time that something like this has ever happened, that it's so dangerous for just the general populace. But
I think that's a feature, not a bug. I think they want there to be collateral damage so that they can build this narrative that he's a terrorist, which is so strange.
That does make sense. But I guess maybe because we don't I don't know.
It's just so strange how he's a terrorist until he's a hero, and I know that's part of it, like their lies, but it doesn't flow well in the movie.
It makes sense if you're an insane person.
Yeah.
And then it goes on to not make sense if you're an insane person, and then it goes on to make more sense if you're sane, right? I got lost in it.
Sure.
Anyway, he meets a little kid's big brother, and this should be Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah, it could be Lakeith Stanfield, but I like the guy who did it. Actually, one of my more favorite characters in the movie.
He was totally fine. Turns out their little sister has cancer. She's like 5. She has lung cancer. And he, Glenn Powell, gives him $500 to buy her meds and smuggle him out of Boston. And it turns out that the big brother is a fucking J-Bone style pirate TV.
He's a YouTuber. Let's be real.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's got these cool videos about like real rules of the running man. You've got the hopeless dude, which was Jansky. You've got the negative dude who dies by the end of week 1, who is implied to be Katie O'Brien.
Yeah, almost certainly.
We are now past the end of week 1, and she has not died yet.
Yep.
And
the
we have
final
the dude. And the network always cheats. By the end of week 2, the ratings peak. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's popular. They let him run.
Yeah. So I liked the way that they did this. I like the break into the video. I thought that was like cool. And we get to see this like underground way of people communicating with each other, because that also is a thing. It is a YouTuber thing, right? Like I watch a lot of BreadTube. That's a very BreadTube-y kind of thing. Now, that being said, this is the most lazy version of here's the truth about the how reality TV is rigged. Like, yeah, man, we fucking know.
Yeah,
that's
nobody cares.
Not a savvy analysis.
Yeah, like
Ben treats it like it is a revelation.
Right. It's like saying that pro wrestling is fake. Like, nobody cares, man.
Yeah.
In reality, nobody cares. In the movie, obviously, everybody's like, whoa, I can't believe it, because this movie is not based in reality.
Like, nobody's ever heard of the villain edit. Like, come on, man. I watch fucking RuPaul's Drag Race, and I know more about how reality TV is produced than this suggests the average person who watches this stuff all the time has cottoned onto.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it's also really funny that it presents this and is immediately a lie. Like day 8 begins. We meet the brother. He explains like later in that day that like, the negative dude is always dead by the end of week 1, which ended a day ago, and Katie O'Brien is still out there fucking having fun for another like 3 scenes.
He also says they let the final dude run for like 2 weeks when ratings peak. Well, when they're letting him run later in the movie, and it's like more than that. It's like 3 weeks into the filming. So.
Yeah, they didn't even do the slightest thinking about what is the timeline of our movie and how does it interact with the dialogue of our movie.
Right.
Yes. And then they also do the thing where this is like the 3rd or 4th time where Ben Richards has been told, hey, this is a package. This is a fake. Like, we make stories out of the sort of raw material of this thing. And he treats it like, that's what's going on.
Yeah. I had no idea.
Also, when he does his little his little confessional about people are getting cancer because of whatever things that are being covered up by the network. And then they change that to be like, haha, I love killing those goons. Yeah. And then the dude's mom is like, I want him out of my house. Like, they lie. Your son's like the expert on this shit.
He literally recorded it in their apartment.
He didn't actually say that. And even if he did, why do you care if the cops get killed? Like, none of it made any sense.
The sister has lung cancer from radioactive dust from the Rhode Island explosion, and Ben has never heard of that. Of
course you haven't.
And in the book, it was a sort of generalized air pollution and air quality thing. And it's actually in a lot of the book, like air quality and people, getting cancer and asthma and shit from generalized pollution.
And that's where an adaptation with balls would have said, we're making this movie for the 2025 audience. Air pollution is a big deal right now with modern
Instead, they do it fakey with like, there was a radioactive explosion in Rhode Island. So obviously this isn't a problem that can occur in, the audience
also,
who has paid money to watch this movie's world.
It's like a very real problem, particularly black neighborhoods being near industrial sites that cause damage.
And of course, AI data centers are in Memphis.
Yeah,
and that's what I was going to say is that, like, if this was a movie with balls, they would have made it something related to tech. They wouldn't have made it something related to like radiation, because radiation just is not. That's like a 70s era issue.
I just watched Chernobyl, so it's still front of my mind.
Yeah.
Sure, but like that's a 70s, 80s environmental issue. Modern environmental issues that are causing harm to more people are not radiation issues.
Yeah, it's bipartisan.
They're issues of the fact that we keep burning coal instead of moving to what now is very safe nuclear power. Or solar or wind. It is the data centers. It's things like that. But like a big budget movie for an industry that is wanting to use AI is never going to say AI is bad.
Yeah.
Unless you're Ben Affleck.
Unless you're Ben Affleck. You can do that because I don't know.
So, he records a message to the network that's like, I fucking, I didn't mean to kill those guys, whatever. Also, radiation is bad. And they deep fake him saying like, I killed all those fucking dudes and I came. And then, so it was initially said by the brother, like, it's going to be a couple of days before I can get you out of town. But then no apparent time passes, but they smuggle him out of town anyway in the biggest trunk of a Lincoln Town car I've ever seen in my life. It is much bigger than the real trunk. Yeah. Because he is like bouncing 5 feet off the floor into the
big guy.
Yeah.
So there's
so much room.
Yeah, there's like a car motorcycle chase. It doesn't fucking matter.
It literally doesn't matter at all.
Like
we don't see it. He's in the trunk.
Yeah, it is sound and fury signifying nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing. And it's at this point that I went, how the fuck is there another hour left in this movie?
Yeah.
Because
2 hours left in this podcast.
Because we're going to Derry, Maine.
Mm-hmm. They send Ben to Maine, although we have to stop somewhere else before we get to Derry for absolutely no reason. Anyway, the little brother does some graffiti on the wall that says Richards lives. And, as the audience knows, I used to be a graffiti artist myself.
Stop.
Backward swastika, just the words of the Who.
Cool.
Stop. That's a reference that nobody will get. It's for nobody.
It is for nobody.
It's anyway, for Josh.
He goes to somewhere in Maine, where he is disguised as a blind priest.
Oh, the priest thing where he's like, I'm dressed as a priest, so let's do an Irish accent. It's so bad.
It's a like 10-minute chunk of the movie that like.
Why does it exist?
Zero purpose. Yeah, it's a really wild thing in a 2 hour and 15-minute movie.
I did actually forget it happened. Yeah.
Understandably. Oh, and it's at this point that we get the update on Katie O'Brien. She was having a lot of fun at strip clubs and casinos, and then gets like shot at, but she escapes in a fucking Barbie pink Corvette. And I just wanted to say in this section, because she is so fucking cool and she's shooting goons, I support both women's rights and women's wrongs.
When they look like this.
Yeah.
I so thought they were going to bring her back because they killed her off screen. It was so strange.
And that's the odd thing, especially when we've established so much of this show is well, we can make whatever we want happen. Like, we can deep fake this shit. Like, I truly, the way her death is presented, I really thought, is she going to come back somehow?
I was certain, dude. I would have bet money on it. And that her and him team up in the end somehow, which is what I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. But instead, she gets set on fire in a barn in her car on camera
by children.
By children.
Yeah. By children. Because that's funny. They're patriots.
Oh, yeah. And it's day 13 now.
I thought there was going to be like at the end, he was going to meet them and find out, no, we don't actually die. They enslave us or something. I thought there would be some payoff.
Something. Yeah.
So weird how they killed her.
Her last words are, remember, kids, don't drink and drive unless you're good at it. Yeah. Women's wrongs.
I also love how they have no compunction about killing the people around her. Again, maybe sex workers or at least just people hanging out with the person who has all the money. Just shoot them right through the chest. Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So we get to fucking Derry, Maine. Clown move fast at camera.
I'm going to be honest. I was like, oh, are they going to have it attack him? And they didn't. And I was a little disappointed.
The listeners don't know that we had a 30-minute conversation about Derry, Maine at once.
If they listen to the Astronomica Christmas special, they do.
There's 5 minutes of it or something. 2 minutes, somewhere between 2 and 5 minutes of it.
We all three loathe that show.
I was thinking about putting it on Patreon because it was almost a whole episode of a podcast. We all hated it so much.
If it was a 30-minute podcast, it would have been a whole episode.
Yeah.
So, we get to Michael Cera's house. Michael Cera was the Big Brother's contact who's in the underground, whatever. And here's an important thing that I learned from reading the godforsaken IMDb trivia section. Michael Cera's address is 1708, which is almost the title of a film starring John Cusack based on a Stephen King short story, 1408.
Okay.
I mean,
now your understanding of this as trivia might be different from mine, but I personally think that's
not true
stuff.
Yeah,
that's just coincidence.
That's just a series of syllables that exist.
This is Stephen King, the man who puts these little Easter eggs in like everything. If it was going to be an Easter egg, he is the fucking Taylor Swift of horror, okay? Like, it would just be that number.
Yeah,
right.
You'd think.
And then he put himself in it.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, was he in this movie? I honestly didn't notice him. He used to be in all of his goddamn movies, but I don't remember seeing him.
He was, but I mean...
Edgar Wright was in it, wasn't he? I thought I saw him.
Was he?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
The movie's quickly fading from my memory.
Yeah, at a certain point, this movie just like
as if we watched it in Derry.
Anyway, we meet Michael Cera, and Michael Cera is
in 10 years and redo it. Sorry.
Michael Cera is a super fun paranoid. He is exactly one of the fucking lone gunmen from the X-Files. His mom's a MAGA lunatic.
Yes.
Which is what he would actually be in reality, probably.
Yeah. He is a fun paranoid. His dad was once upon a time a cop, but then they nationalized the police, and he didn't like that, so he started a hot dog stand, and then his former cop friends killed him for it?
Yep.
I guess.
And that radicalized
because he was the worst nightmare, a free man with a conscience. And then Monster offers Glenn Powell a monster.
Yeah, that's the monster scene. That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
very blatant.
That was the monster one.
Yeah.
Should have been a white monster. Only true monsters drink the ones with sugar.
I don't know. It should have been, what's the one that Stan drinks? I don't know.
Nos?
It tastes like grapefruits. Yeah, it should have been a Nos. Then I would have remembered it.
Yeah.
No, I love this guy. I think he's a great character. He definitely listens to us. He definitely is like the local weirdo.
Yeah.
But I think his heart's in the right place.
Yeah. I think I wish he'd had a little more time to build the character before his fiery exit. And I kind of feel like that's what that other movie I watched with Jack Quaid doing it, where it excelled, because you get a second with him where he's like a normal. I don't know. The one thing they do right is when they say they might break into your house and he says, "I should be so lucky." I wish they'd leaned into it a little more to be like, he's been waiting for this moment.
I wrote that down specifically. Yeah.
That was a point where in the theater we were both like, finally he's going to fight back. Because like Ben Richards has also kept doing this thing where he's like, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to do any violence. And like, okay, fine. But like, you're on the Running Man. You've had the rules explained to you. If you want to be the final dude, which I feel like is stolen valor from the final girl, which is a well-known horror movie trope, but whatever.
It's not stolen valor if you pay for it.
Yeah, it's true.
And they did pay for this movie cost $110 million.
Oh, Jesus.
I believe it. But like, then he's telling Michael Cera, no, don't fight them. And Wesley and I are both like, no, fucking fight them. They are evil. Like, they kill people indiscriminately.
We're waiting for.
Like, what is this? I'm not gonna fight back kind of shit. And so when Sarah does
2010
his Home Alone,
revolutionaryism.
Yes. So like when Sarah's character does his like Home Alone little run of silly home defense stuff that is deadly, I was here for it. I liked it.
Yeah. The plan at this point in the movie is that Sarah's dad had a fucking Cold War era bunker in the woods. It's got 3 years of food in there. But if we pre-record Richard's tapes right now, you can go live in this fucking bunker. Sarah will mail them every day.
Yes.
And he'll win the fucking show and get the money, and we'll show that it's all fake and whatever.
Doesn't matter.
I love how they're still assuming that the show is gonna let him win. It's so stupid.
I know. When they have like perfect deepfake technology.
They realize they lie the whole goddamn time. They'll make up anything. They just fake killing him and it's so fucking dumb.
And Ben tries to dissuade him from taking a stand for Ben. And he says, the same goons that got your dad, they'll come for you. And Sarah says, one can hope.
Yeah.
in a very funny tone, which I agree with.
Like, I agree too. And I also think we're supposed to find him laughable.
What did you say? Sorry, you broke up a tiny bit.
Sorry. I think we're supposed to find Michael Cera's character like buffoonish, and not in a sweet way. Like those fucking dumb leftists. This is what they're all like, kind of way.
Yes, I agree.
I don't know if I do agree. Actually,
I agree.
Well, because his ultimate goal is to release a zine.
Yeah, but that honestly sounds in line with what this movie thinks would be effective. I don't think he's supposed to be a buffoon. I think he's supposed to be a little overzealous, maybe, and not as measured as obviously Glenn Powell, who's got it completely under control.
Ben Richards considers both sides.
Yeah,
that's true.
I got from the like he dies heroically. I think he's supposed to be a heroic character.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. I read him as like we're supposed to think that he's silly ultimately because his goal at the end is like, let's release this zine. And that does feel a little snide. It feels a little like all these leftists talk this big shit. And what do they want to do? They want to release paperwork for everyone to read.
Well, and also there is like, okay, on the one level, there's us, the audience, going like, this Home Alone shit that he does in 3 minutes time in the movie is very fun and funny. On the other hand, that's childish bullshit.
Yeah.
Which I think is, I think the movie is trying to kind of have it both ways, I guess.
And that is its general tone. Yeah. So, yeah.
I think I compared him to at least the way they go out. Django Unchained. What's the German dude's name? Fuck.
Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz. How they're up to the point where they're about to get away. and Django's going to get out of there with his girlfriend, and Christoph Waltz, Candy asks him to shake his hand, and he's like, he just can't shake his hand, so he shoots Leonardo DiCaprio. That's what Michael Cera is here. He's like, he's seen what he wants, and he just can't resist.
Yeah,
so I do enjoy that. But it in Christoph Waltz's part, I took it as being like, oh, the white guy's fucking everything up because he can't get over his own shit. But in this case, it's just, wouldn't it be funny if we had a Home Alone scene?
Yeah. Well, which is, okay, so that is, the Home Alone scene is triggered by Michael Cera's mom, recognizes Ben Richards, says he's a demon, and is about to hit the big alarm button on the wall, which I guess every house has.
In regards to his mom, I did like how he pointed out that she used to be a kind, clever woman, and now she's turned into this lunatic. And I think that's obviously a direct nod at the MAGA people who used to be like good, loving parents, and all of a sudden are out for blood.
Yeah. So she is about to hit this, big alarm button. And then Michael Cera stops her, and then Michael Cera hits it himself.
Yeah.
To force the confrontation, which is a very fun scene, very bad tactically and strategically.
Well, they hadn't shot the videos yet, have they?
I think they had shot some of them.
Because
they were getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
He chose his backdrop and decided not to do the anarchy symbol or the...
Yeah, Che Guevara and anarchy symbol. What about just white?
I would have gone with the anarchy symbol because it's
me too.
That's punk rock color.
Yeah, me too. But then I've been 15 in my heart for 40 years.
Can we get something satanic? Perhaps a Slayer album cover back there.
Yeah. What about a Baphomet scenario?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
can we get a still from 28 years later, the Bone Temple?
That'd be hilarious. Oh man, they're gonna put what they want behind it. Have fun, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So they he triggers the alarm. The cops come. It's a big Home Alone thing, like electrified floors, and then he shoots him with a fucking water, super soaker. And
it's not a super soaker; it's some other water gun.
Yeah.
But it's a water gun.
But it's all sorts of shit like that, and kills a bunch of cops, and they're about to escape through these tunnels in the basement. And then, oh no, there's a blonde hunter there, and he fucking stabs Michael Cera.
Yes. And this was one of those like setups that then didn't pay off in the way that it would in a competently written story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is one where Killian starts talking to Richards directly.
Yeah, he's wearing meta glasses.
Yeah. Yes. Which like
meta Ray-Bans.
No, they aren't Ray-Bans. Come on.
Future, as like a future thing, talking through the glasses. But he's basically like, hey, you're really popular. Kill this guy. We'll keep you running. The network's going to keep you running. You'll get to rack up more money. And then wait for further instructions. And Richards is like, no, I'm not going to just kill a man who's just lying there, who's already been incapacitated.
Yeah.
And so
because I'm the predator.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But like that should pay off in the future by later when you encounter that guy and you face off against that guy who has just heard his boss tell the man that you're supposed to hunt down and kill to in fact kill you while you're incapacitated. He's supposed to then give Ben Richards a pass later.
Yeah, that's how mini arcs work.
He doesn't. He just like
or kill him or attack him and say you should have killed me. Then you had the chance, buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they don't take either of those routes. It's just like he doesn't care.
He doesn't disappear. He explodes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Well, yes, he doesn't. Yeah. Pink mist is a way of disappearing.
Yeah. So Ben Richards does not kill him. He and Michael Cera take off on a fucking quad, side by side, if you will.
Yes.
Side by side. And also there is, of course, a giant pile of pipe bombs in the side by side.
Sure.
They're driving away to the bunker in the woods. Oh no, there's a helicopter. Michael Cera gets shot in the head. They play chicken with the blonde guy again on the bridge. But Richards dives out of the side by side off of the edge of the bridge, and then the pipe bombs explode when the quad hits the hunter.
That's not how they work, but fine.
Yeah. So anyway, we're now at day 18. And Ben Richards is in a town in an empty house, and
it's like
a subdivision that's being built. Yeah.
Or has been abandoned. I think
it was a shout out to Michael Cera's previous works in Arrested Development.
Kind of an Arrested Development situation. Yes, it is, and in fact, an Arrested Development.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah. So, he goes to fucking make a tape, and then he carjacks this lady, and the third act starts fucking finally.
Yeah.
And this is where it loses all coherency.
Yeah, so we meet a lady who watches the Americanos because she's a bad person.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't think she's a bad person, and that's important.
Yeah, it is. We haven't, I guess we did at the beginning, but the Americanos has been playing about every 5 to 10 minutes throughout the entire film.
I'd say 10 to 15, but yeah, it keeps coming back for no reason.
I think, so here's the other thing. The only other person that we see watch the Americanos, right? We see lady in the car watch it, but Ben Richards is he's just watching it. And here's a fun little theory. We're supposed to be snide about her watching this, right? And I do believe that it's a setup to show us who she is as a person and why she is
absolutely right in that,
like bad and silly and all that kind of stuff. But the only other person we see watching it when people are watching it is Ben Richards. So I think it's a guilty pleasure. I think the real thing that's going to solve this divide is that everybody likes watching the Americanos. Oh, Americanos.
Yeah.
So
that'll solve it all.
Yeah, sure.
What's the real world equivalent of the Americanos that we can all watch and solve this divide? Because it's not the Kardashians.
The Pit? I don't know.
No, it's got to be a
Vanderpump thing.
The what's the Housewives? They're just outside of DC. What's the name of that? Potomac. The Housewives of Potomac is pretty fucking good.
Potomac. Okay.
If you're gonna watch a housewife, that's the one to watch.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm not going to watch a housewife anymore. I've seen the original ones way back, but
it doesn't seem like something that I would enjoy at all. So
probably not.
Never watched any of them.
You never know.
Would you do it to bring the world together?
To heal the rift?
I don't know if I'm willing to pay that cost.
All right, fuck you, world.
I guess we'll stay divided then.
Yeah, I guess we will. So he carjacks this fucking lady. We get a little bit about how, he's a real piece of shit. He abandoned his horrible wife and child. And he's like, how much was that fucking scarf? That probably cost more than the meds my daughter needed when she was dying from the flu.
That's a life around your neck.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, maybe I am a bad person.
Yep, women in their fashion.
Yeah. Ladies be shopping.
Yep, and that's the true ill.
Yeah. So then they get pulled over by some douchebags and are for deuce and a half.
The militia?
Yeah, MULISHA is how it is spelled in the subtitles and the credits.
And on the side of their car.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, they get pulled over, and then a drone from the network shoots the militia guys.
Didn't know the drones had miniguns, but...
Nope, hadn't mentioned that before. You'd think that might have come up at some point.
Yeah, where are they storing their ammunition? They're not large drones.
Don't worry about that.
The ammunition is stored in the balls.
I mean, it is just one ball.
Ammunition is stored in the balls.
That's fair. No, that's on me. I should have known.
Yeah. So it turns out that, oh man, it's not showtime yet. They want to, if the show's going to have a big confrontation, it wants it to be live.
This is the first time this has been a problem the whole episode, the whole movie.
Yeah. So he continues to carjack her.
And he seems to be he's trying to head for the Canadian border?
The Canadian border, yes. Yeah. They are 333 miles from the Canadian
guess he gave
border.
up on the bunker.
Yeah, immediately. The moment Sarah died, he was just like, Psh, I do not let other people make plans for me. That is what team players do.
I am rugged and an individual.
Exactly.
There's a word for what I am.
Here's another difference from the book. He got shot in the fucking stomach pretty bad when when he was escaping the Michael Cera character's place. So he spends the rest of the book dying from being gut shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they hardly mention it.
Yeah. It is an important point. They're going to drive to he wants to get to the Canadian border, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of a funny way to get to the Canadian border. Like, I think there might be about 2 points in Maine where you are north of 300 miles. Well, where you are more than 300 miles from the Canadian border. And that's only if you go directly north. Maine is not huge.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why we see a sign about it being 300 miles of the border, because you could just go left and be at the border.
I know.
A lot faster.
Like, there's ferries to Canada from like coastal towns.
Yeah. Regardless, they're going to go to an airport. And we go to a fucking roadblock, and they leave a loudspeaker, megaphone.
Yeah.
Yes. Megaphone.
I did not see, and I swore he pulled that out of his butt.
Yeah.
I mean, they did leave it on the ground for him to like roll up to, which is kind of equally ridiculous.
Yeah. I did notice watching it, like, they must have measured that, because the top of the megaphone clears the bottom of the door by like a quarter of an inch. I bet they had to replace 3 megaphones with different brands before they found exactly the one that would actually fit under it. And at this point, we also see crowds chanting, "Richards lives," because he's now a folk hero.
Yeah.
And he immediately threatens to blow everybody up with the 12 pounds of black Irish explosives he has.
Oh, right. I remember those. That's the really bad explosives where a little bit will blow up the whole.
A 2-ton fatberg.
That's right.
Fatburger.
Yeah.
On the folk hero thing, this is one of those that I think stands out a lot from 87 to 25. In 87, we see the same kind of thing, right? Ben Richards becomes like the people watching the show want him to succeed over the hunters. And it makes sense. It's a little bit of people like to vote, people like to back a winner, people like to, they're bloodthirsty.
Like
yeah.
And the hot new thing.
But there's also a suggestion that like a lot of people have been waiting for an excuse to back the underdog, and now they're getting it. In this one, I don't know. There's a lot of like why is this guy isn't compelling? He's not like saying one-liners to the camera.
Nope. He says you can eat my shit.
Yeah,
that's compelling, right?
When he plays to the camera, it's all of that mad dog off the chain kind of stuff. Yeah. And that's
everything good he does is deep faked out. There's really no reason he's become a folk hero, unlike Arnold, who earned it. Yeah, it's I guess you could,
but you're missing the fact that he is handsome.
Yeah, and you could say that his older brother is spreading some stuff behind the scenes, because they had the little brother spray paint on the wall. So maybe there's something there.
Just the words of who.
There must be something going on that we just aren't seeing. But that's the thing, is that it's like the failure of the movie to show us.
Yeah. The thing is, the movie needs to show us things so we can understand them. That's how movies work.
All right, let's get to this fucking airplane scene.
Okay, so he says he's going to blow everybody up. The lady hostage, whose name is Amelia, is now like fully on his side, like instantaneously after the roadblock thing.
Yeah.
And she says, "You made me feel like I'm the bad guy, so now I have to prove I'm not."
It's so fucking. Sorry, I said let's get to the airplane thing, but it's so lame that they think we can just reason these people, these ultra rich people. We can just reason with them, and they'll say, "Oh, okay, yeah, I guess I should share the wealth." No, man, it's not going to happen. You can't reason with with the billionaires. You can't reason with the MAGA people. You can't reason with the Nazis.
No.
It doesn't work.
And she's such a terrible example of this too, because she's very clearly just like someone who doesn't think about the world.
Yeah.
And the signs that she has of wealth don't even seem to be like really, really actually like they're wealth compared to him, but they don't seem to be wealth compared to, say, your
She's driving like a Prius.
Yeah.
She is the signals given are like she is a relatively successful suburban mom.
Yeah.
She sells a little bit of real estate on the side, mostly like her friends.
Like the clothing that she's wearing even says to me she shops at like Nordstrom the Rack, but maybe not even Nordstrom.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not the disgustingly wealthy.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway.
And it feels weird that they've made her the avatar for that. And it's wild that like she is the female character that we spend, my guess is the most screen time with.
I really thought he was going to grab one of the characters from the Americanos, probably the one that we actually all recognize as a real actress.
That would have been amazing. Yeah. Imagine Mazar on this. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, that would have been good. Instead, he yells through the bullhorn, "Give me a fucking plane at the airport up here," and 2 parachutes. So they get on a plane. It's a fancy plane.
They just let him on.
We know that he knows how many toilets are on this airplane because of a trivia show.
Yes.
With the fat guy running trivia show at the beginning.
I didn't even put that together.
It's Chekhov's number of shitters.
Yes. And they keep doing all of these like callbacks and references. So you know that they know how to do that. So when they fail to do that at other points, it's like, but you know the structure of these things. There's a reveal here of Lee Pace taking his mask off, and we see his face, and that should be a huge moment of recognition for a twist that we are about to be told, that we have to be told as a twist, because the setup for it has been in random throwaway lines with very little to no visuals.
For a long time, I thought that character was Josh Brolin in a mask.
That's the thing. That would have been more. That would have been better.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting. Yeah.
Pace reveal his face. That to us should be a massive aha moment for the twist that's about to be revealed.
But instead, they forgot to show us the clips of the, first season greatest hits show that would establish he is the first contestant to make it almost all the way.
Yep.
And then they pretended he died, but instead he became the hunter. Instead, he pulls his mask off and you're like, that's Lee Pace with a tiny bit of burn makeup on him.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, okay, that's a dude. I mean, it's a dude I recognize, but like I recognize it because I know who actors are, not because I know who this person in the story is.
And wow, he's so much better at acting than the main character.
I know they had to put him. They had to literally dim his light.
So the plan is Ben Richards wants the pilots to plot a route over the richest homes from here to Canada, which, I mean, I will say is probably a pretty decent strategic move if you're going to be flying in a plane that everybody knows exactly what the plane is.
But is that how plane flight works?
I mean, I think,
really.
So
I don't think they would have any way of knowing where the richest homes are.
Well, to be fair, I know at least one very wealthy person who they should be able to get on their way, Martha Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
Martha Stewart, which I don't know if she still does. We used to go up to the Bar Harbor area every summer for a while. And the people up there hate Martha Stewart because she used to have one of her residents up there and she was just a real asshole.
Oh, yeah, sure. That makes sense.
Yeah. Blow her house up. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, consistent. It's not like she lies about who she is.
Yeah, that's true. So he gets a video call from Killian. And Killian says a line that I enjoy. Ben, I admire your commitment to the bit. You know you don't have a bomb.
Yeah.
We're short on time. I know you're bluffing. You don't have a bomb.
Right.
There are sniffers on the fucking doors.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. If you kill all the fucking hunters on that plane, you are going to be the next lead hunter. And he shows them a fucking mocked up
Hunter
promo.
6.
Yeah, for his new show, because Ben Richards has to take fucking vengeance on these hunters, and that gets the audience on his side. Vengeance for what, you might ask? Well,
vengeance for what, Josh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, vengeance for what really obvious thing that they're gonna.
Yeah.
It turns out that the blonde guy was really good friends with the other hunters, so they unauthorizedly went and killed his wife and child.
Oh no, there's video of it, so I believe it instantly.
Yeah.
And Ben Richards is like, I know you can fake anything, and Killian is like, does it matter? I mean, like, either you kill all the guys on the plane or you don't. I mean, we're like,
I liked that.
Look where we're at.
Because I thought it was stupid that I'm like, Ben, obviously don't believe anything they show you. You know they fake everything. And then I liked Brolin's Killian coming back and just being like, yeah, but like, look, I could torture him in front of you or not, whatever. Kill them or don't. It's all ratings to me, baby.
Yeah.
Also,
if you kill them all, you get $5 million a season for the new show.
Yeah. I feel like this movie has not shown me enough of the good side of his character that he wouldn't take this deal.
Yes.
And I also feel like it's the perfect job for him. And honestly, I kind of feel like he should have taken the deal.
Yeah.
Like if I'd have been in his position, I probably would have taken it. Like
that would be a ballsy end as well, right? The person who's set up to be a revolutionary buys into the system and now perpetuates it. That's a story.
Yeah. That was a story in One Battle After Another where the main revolutionary sells out. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he kills all the dudes on the plane. The cockpit gets shot up. He fights McCone. We find out for sure. Oh yeah, he's the guy who went 29 days, whatever.
Yeah. And McCone basically tells him as well, hey, this is a shitty deal. Like they tell you that it's going to be a great deal, but they will literally torture your family in front of your face, no cameras. And for some reason that doesn't make McCone say, hey, let's fight him together. This is another thing. Like they could have had McCone say, you know what? The jig is up. It fucking sucks. It's you and me on this plane, baby. Let's dive that shit into the studio. I got the hookup on the codes for the missile system that protects them. No,
that would have made so much more sense.
Yeah, but instead, McCone is just like, no, I'm going to kill you because that's all I care about, killing. Like that's a paper character.
Must be all the steroids moment.
Yes.
So he kills McCone. He sends Amelia out with one of the parachutes. One of the parachutes went with McCone, sort of. So he sends Amelia out with a parachute and all of Michael Cera's zines.
Yes, she does get to distribute the zines.
And remember, at this point in the book, he is almost dead. There are, the book is structured stupidly and, irritatingly, but there are tons of, little chapter breaks, and, most of this section is oh, I'm dying, the world is fading in and out and shit. And then, in the book, he does a 9/11 on the studio.
I think that's how they should have ended this one.
Yes.
I think that would have
it's courage of their convictions. They should have fucking gone for it.
You think 9/11 is the reason they didn't?
That is one of the reasons that for a couple of years this book was out of print.
Oh, interesting.
I'm almost certain that's the reason they didn't. They wouldn't do that.
I would assume that's part of it.
Maybe. I feel like there's enough difference that you can make you can get around
Remember how people were upset that the second Lord of the Rings movie was called The Two Towers?
Yeah, but it's 2025 now, and there's a lot of other shit for that group of people.
There are a lot of people who really want to be aggrieved.
I mean, they do, and that's true. They were going for a bipartisan audience, but I think that those are also, I'm sorry, the most
bipartisan
basically cued people. I don't know how to say this without saying stupid. You just make the visual design of the building not looking like a big tower. You make it a short, squat building.
But then how can we know that they're a big tower skyscraper company?
I'm not saying they shouldn't have done it. I'm just saying the courage that this movie has shown they would never have
Sure. This movie was trying to thread a needle that didn't need to be threaded because they thought this would be a movie for all people to come together and agree on or something. But
it's a bipartisan thrill ride and a Die Hard for our time.
Oh my God.
So
I got out of this movie. I didn't know who to vote for.
Yeah.
I was
Kamala,
really...
Trump. I just don't know.
Thank God it wasn't in 2024.
They're so similar.
Yeah.
So live on the air, Powell gives this mediocre monologue about how everybody's being fucked over by the network, and the crowd is like kind of on his side. And then we see a missile blow up the airplane, and we cut to a video of the brother from earlier in the show analyzing the footage about and this piece of wreckage is the exact size of the escape pod on that kind of airplane. And
this is a wonderful example of telling and not showing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And apparently this fired up a revolution.
Sure.
And then we cut to a Whole Foods with the wife and the kid who are alive.
Yes.
And
who are
apparently doing well if they're shopping at a Whole Foods.
Yeah. And they go to check out, and the guy behind the counter says, "Oh, that guy outside bought all your groceries." And we look out the window, and oh shit, it's Ben, and there's still 12 minutes left in this movie.
And got you these socks, which were not like a MacGuffin, but they were a thing earlier.
It was a thing, but
I really thought she was going to sneak in something he could use in one of the, he was looking at the sock, and then it'd be like, I don't know.
If
bullet in or something.
She did that would constitute getting help from someone that was useful help. And it's weird because
he has to do it on his own because he's a man.
Because on
help from
the
a woman.
surface, he gets people help him, right?
Yeah.
But he's never really working with other people. I don't know. It's all done very weirdly. And I think it is in the service of threading that needle of they want to say we're divided and we need to turn off the TV and become united again. But
also, all of the people that help him have a woman that fucks it up. Yes. Whether it's their mom who wants to kick him out or their MAGA grandma.
Yes. Yeah. And also, this is not how people actually behave in these circumstances. We're living through that right now. When he goes to his friend to Macy's thing and he has to pay him money for these disguises, that would not fucking happen. That guy would give him that shit. That's
especially with as shitty as the disguises are.
This whole idea that the poorer you are, the more you're only out for yourself, and those who are genetically related to you are fucking you, and
toxic.
Fuck all the other people. That's not true. The farther
look at Minnesota,
the farther you are from the cruel people doing the cruel shit, the more likely you are to work with the people around you. It makes me so angry when I see this is a trope in movies and in TV shows that are if you're having a rough time in life, then you become more individualist. No, they don't. Humans don't do that. Not usually.
No, they form makeshift soup kitchens and go grocery shopping for their neighbors. You're right. You're actually making me angry as you talk about it. And I rescind everything I said at the beginning about it being fine.
The divide is not between the people they're saying the divide is between.
Yeah.
So, to finally finish this piece of shit up, we cut to Bobby T about to start a new season of the show. How long is it after the plane blew up? We don't know. It could be a month, could be tomorrow. It doesn't matter. The movie has no sense of reality to it. But he tells Dan Killian, man, this crowd is fucked. They seem real angry. I'm out of here.
Yep.
And bails. Smart move.
Says there's a small line in my contract that says "fuck you."
Fuck you. Yeah, it's very small print. Fuck you.
Do you think they even wrote lines for Coleman Domingo, or they were just you know what to do?
I kind of doubt it. I mean, because that motherfucker can do anything. Yeah. So then the new season starts, and Killian, super producer, takes over the hosting duties. And there's a riot in the audience, and they're all chanting "Richards lives." And then Ben Richards shows up with the pistol we saw McCone have earlier. That's name was Fate or Destiny or some such shit.
Yeah.
And then he shoots Killian, and with the line like, "We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, cut to black, bang."
Yeah.
And then the credits look like zine paste up shit.
I immediately turned it off. I did not.
This movie
it played the Tom Jones song "Keep On Running," which is too clever by half.
Thinks it is so cool at the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's
okay. And as Edgar Wright's movies usually are, you usually walk out of them being like, "Whoa, that was great." But
yeah,
I think he needs to not make social commentary. I don't think he's got it in him. I think he can make fun zombie movies. He can make like fun cop capers, but he does not have social commentary in him.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Would you like to hear some fun facts about this movie?
Please, quick fun facts. Super quick fun facts.
Okay, as I said earlier, I was not bullshitting. This movie cost $110 million. Would either of you like to guess either the worldwide or the domestic gross that this made in theaters?
Like 56 million?
I would say 50.
Domestic, maybe?
If 50's the line, I'm taking the under.
Okay, well, domestic, $38 million.
Jesus.
Worldwide, would you like to guess it worldwide?
50. I'm going to hold it 56
million.
68.
Oh, pretty close.
It opened in second place to one of the biggest title failures in recent years, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which is the third film in the Now You See Me series, and therefore should have been called Now You Three Me.
Yeah. It opened second to that?
And
I didn't even bother. I've seen the first two of those. I didn't even bother to stream the third of those.
And immediately following it in third place is Predator Badlands in its second week, having made $66 million at this point, almost the entire worldwide of this film. Yeah. And I agree. Predator Badlands certainly deserves much more than this film.
Yeah.
That's all the rest of the shit is not interesting because it's so recent.
How many more years do you think we're going to see them try to make Glenn Powell a thing? How much longer do you think his career is going to be?
He's got a couple of movies coming out. One seems like a soft remake of Kind Hearts and Coronets. I can't remember what it's called, Kill Me or Killing something, where it turns out he's the long lost son of a very rich family and has to figure out how to kill them.
I have seen trailers for that one, but I forgot it existed because Glenn Powell is the lead.
Yeah. And I don't know that
How to Make a Killing.
How to Make a Killing. Yes. And that is that's one of those things where it's a really fun and you can do a lot of good fun shit with that concept.
Yeah.
And if they are leaning into him doing comedy and that might work. I'd like to see it work, but man, I don't know. He seems like he is going towards being a brand.
Yeah.
And managed, which is the least interesting thing literally any human can do.
Well, the bright side is when it all falls apart, he can always fall back on Yoplait commercials.
Oh, all right.
He is. I mean, he is yogurt. What's funny is I don't even dislike him. I have no reason to dislike him as a person. I think there is a place
the idea
for him.
of him.
Yeah,
it's like Dakota Johnson. I've got no reason to hate her, but I hate that I have to see her all the time when she's looking at a blank sheet of paper.
There are other people who like doing this job. Now, I will say, I think Glenn Powell might actually enjoy doing this job.
Yeah.
He's at least better at hiding it if he doesn't than Dakota Johnson is, who just seems to be I guess I'm a third or fourth generation actor, so sure, why not?
I guess if you're going to put movies in front of me, I'll make them.
Yeah.
Sure. And then I get to yell at Ellen DeGeneres. Was she the one who?
She was.
Okay. I can't remember what that scandal was, but it was a thing.
Let's rate this motherfucker.
Oh gosh,
fuck.
yes.
We have to do that. God damn it.
All right. As a reminder, we have 5 categories. The first are 1 to 10 scale. So we will start with number 1. That is the story of the running man. And how it was told, not just because Josh read the book and we know what it was based off of, but this didn't really present that.
This is out of 10?
Out of 10. Yeah.
I'll wait for you guys to go. I'm so low. I feel like I can't set the tone.
This is honestly a tough one, just because like there's bones there, but they're assembled all incorrectly.
Yeah.
And like some of them are like the wrong size.
Mm-hmm. I just wish he had made an Edgar Wright Running Man. I think that would have been fantastic.
Like it would have been really fun if there had been some sort of kind of blending between the novel and the 87 movie.
Yeah.
Like I think you could make something really fucking cool and fun and smart in the middle ground between those two.
Well, and the wild thing with like the social commentary stuff too is that like the 87 one, like we talked about, we're not entirely certain a lot of that is intentional, but it actually comes off pretty coherent in what it's saying. That's
because they weren't trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Edgar Wright was trying to specifically avoid saying anything too controversial.
Yes.
Whereas Running Man was just putting the facts out there.
And I think the perfect example of this movie is that AGAB instead of saying ACAB, saying AGAB.
Yeah.
It's like, just say ACAB.
Intentional.
Yeah. 3.5.
Okay. I'm gonna go 5. I know that seems high, but I think the bones.
You had a different experience, and you only watched it once, which helped.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with 2.
That's fair. Yeah. There are no wrong answers
Which
here.
maybe isn't fair, but also I haven't talked about it a lot, but I think it's also not a good example of the murder game thing because I think it's very muddy.
Yeah, I agree.
In terms of
you need
using that
rules.
structure.
You need your game's rules to be clear, for one thing.
Yeah.
Influence. I'm just going to NA that because it's brand new.
Yeah.
It's brand new, and God, if somebody fucking makes a movie influenced by this piece of shit, they should be put to death.
Also, what influence do you think yogurt has? Like, Glenn Powell is not influencing
Tzatziki? Is tzatziki influenced by yogurt?
It's required to make it.
You can do some good Indian cooking with yogurt.
If he wasn't, if I hadn't seen him as like a human in different things, I would be like, oh, they snuck an AI in.
Oh, it's an AI person. Yeah. It's Tilly Norwood, but a dude.
I'm telling you, Glenn Powell is an AI to me. Prescience, the dystopian future they present, I actually think I could definitely see us being a games-based economy in the future with the rate of ascent of Mr. Beast and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I would probably give it the government's not oppressive enough. I'm gonna give it a 6.
That's exactly where I was going to go with the specific caveat that this is in part because of McCone's mask and just how often we're seeing masked secret police these days.
That's true. I'm happy giving it a 6. And Eric, I think you're right. I think if this movie had been the like modern version of the 87, Mr. Beast would have been cast as.
Yeah. How fucking ballsy would that be? That would have been a great casting.
It'd be amazing. Which, by the way, this probably
another one of them is fucking Jake Paul.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
and his jaw's falling off.
Did you guys see that Mr. Beast is now partnering with the Mormon Church?
Yeah,
to do their PR.
It's normal and cool.
Good.
Everything's
fine.
Yeah.
Good for that.
Anyway, if he had been in this movie, that would have been spot on casting.
I like that because the 3 6s makes the prescience rating satanic.
It does.
Let's go. Style.
It is a human number.
Style is something Edgar Wright should nail without even thinking about it. And I think it's one of the...
It absolutely does not. This is a fucking 2.
I think 2 is where I was.
Yeah.
The only, 2 with the caveat that anytime Coleman Domingo's on screen, you're like, hey, look, this movie is stylish and fun.
I'm going to pump it up to 3 for 3 things. They pulled the stock
and Katie
background.
O'Brien.
Yeah, they pulled the stock background footage from the right genre. Coleman Domingo and what's her name with the sugar
Katie
skull.
O'Brien.
Yeah. The sugar skull suit.
I would say that's good acting. That's not an example of good style, but the genre, the category is very
beautiful.
Stupid anyway.
Yeah.
The suit and the car, gorgeous.
Yeah, you're right. It is that scene.
I think unfortunately that's literally 45 seconds of a 2-hour, 12-minute movie.
Yeah, well,
it's so dreary, dude.
It is.
Think of Baby Driver and how bright and colorful that was, or God, what a fucking dud.
Yeah. I do like the styling on Big Brother's YouTube videos. That also is like poppy. It's very like 90s street art, like street style kind of.
Our last category is 1 to 5 hand raisers, aka 1 to 5 stars. Just how much did you like it?
Do I have 0?
1 is our minimum.
Oh, 1. Okay, 1.
Yeah.
It was 3 after I watched it the first time.
Oh, really? It went down on second viewing. Interesting.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah, I can't. Like, you would have to put a gun in my mouth and have 4 pounds of pressure on an 8-pound trigger to get me to go above 1.5.
So is that where you're
1.5?
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, generous.
Actually, no, I'm going to go 1. I'm going to go 1 because that literally is not happening at this moment.
I was going to go 1 point. I would have gone 2 at the beginning of this episode, but you guys have really convinced me that my taste sucks. So I'm going to go 1.5 because up until the end of the hotel scene, I was like, this is pretty fun. This is kind of dumb, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And then after that, everything went real south.
Up until the end of the hotel scene, like, you know, you're at a point where like, okay, there are little bits and pieces here. The movie could turn this around and become fun and like high energy.
And if any of the stuff they've set up pays off.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those things where I would be 75% if they took the footage that they shot from this movie and they had someone re-edit it. It could, like, just from what they created, I think it actually could have like a fun vibe. It
could be better.
That doesn't have most of the complaints that we've had.
I am disappointed. Like, as I'm thinking about the style rating, I am disappointed in Edgar Wright. I expect better. This is just a dark, dour.
Yeah.
And I know it's supposed to be cyberpunk, but cyberpunk, it's dark, but it's got the neon. Like, it's not just dark for the most part, with a few exceptions.
And the thing is, you can do dark and kind of dour and bland very well and very coolly. See, for example, I don't know, a little movie called Matrox.
Matrox.
Blade Runner 2049. Like,
yes.
That movie is dark in a lot of spaces, but is also incredibly beautiful. So
yeah. Anyway, this movie fucking sucks.
It sucks. We've talked about that for 3 hours now, so 3.5 hours.
If you feel the urge to watch Running Man 2025, go back and watch Running Man 1987.
It is honestly such an interesting like contrast between. I don't think that movie had any thought that it was being important.
Yeah.
The 1987 one.
For sure.
This movie is convinced it is kind of important.
Yes.
And the amount of actual value you get out of each movie is so drastically different. It is amazing.
And like, can you remember a single quote from this movie that you didn't like write down?
Oh no, not at all. I'm the Running Man.
Eat my shit.
Eat my shit.
I'm still alive, assholes. There were so many middle fingers. It's like, man, it was like it was written by a 14-year-old.
Yeah, I remember being very disappointed by like when he has the face off with Killian right before he goes into the game. He does the like essentially the "I'll be back," right? Like I'm coming for you.
I'm coming back and I'm going to burn this place to the fucking ground.
He doesn't even end it with that. It's like, and I'm going to fuck you. I'm going to find some way to get back here and I'm going to fuck you up. And it's like, ooh, that is a badly written line that's not at all punchy.
Yeah. All right. We gotta bail. Next week, I think we've decided we're going to do a movie that we're both really excited to watch. It's called AI. It's Steven Spielberg.
Wait, the one from way back?
Yeah.
2001-ish, 2002. Haley Joel Osment, Jude Law.
It's Pinocchio.
At least we know it'll be competently directed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of cyberpunk, right? It's kind of
we'll find out. It's been 26 years or however many since I saw it.
I remember hating it.
I look forward to hearing you guys now opinions of it from so long ago, because it is.
I do too, actually.
Yeah.
Kristen, why don't you promote whatever you got going on?
All right. Well, I do a little thing called Astronomica, which is an actual play podcast for a Stars Without Number game. We aren't, I don't know. I don't really know what else to say. We're vulgar. We make political jokes, and it's not a show about math.
Definitely not, despite what the crowds insist.
Yes.
We still need to make that our tagline, Astronomica, not a show about math.
I do want to say thank you, Kristen, for doing 2 episodes so close to each other.
Yeah.
Especially when they take this long. Because it's appreciated. And your expertise on the field of arena death games is always appreciated.
Thank you. I love being on. It's fun to talk about. It was fun to talk about the movie I much more enjoyed. And it was fun to talk shit about this movie.
You don't have to only do murder games, Stos. You can do whatever you want.
I mean, that's fair. I like them, though. And you never know what the end of this year brings, because it's we're going to have our very own homegrown.
We're having our American Hunger Games.
Maybe
we should do an episode on it.
We'll do a very special episode.
That'd be just
do a fucking daily commentary, watching live streams.
So fucking depressing.
Oh,
look, these 12-year-olds are throwing fucking javelins.
Yep. As we constantly joke on Astronomica, you in the future may be listening to this as the last bit of media from this time, preserved on, I don't know, like an iPod that you downloaded all the episodes onto.
Yeah.
Also, I want to throw a little promo for the Astronomica Patreon, where Kristen is the Bog Mama for a Vassin game, and it is very fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It is also very crass, so...
All right, we did it. We're gonna bounce now. Josh, did you prepare a going out quote?
Obedience, never. Heroism, useless. Technology, abuse. Freedom, nope. Authority, burn. Anarchy, when? Justice, hilarious. Family, everything.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
This has been the High Tech Low Life podcast. Find us on Blue Sky at High Tech Low Life. Email us at hightechlowlifepodcast@gmail.com and find us on Patreon at patreon.com/hightechlowlife. Theme music by Nihilor at nihilor.com. Thank you for listening.
Keep it moving. Come on, what are you waiting on? Let's go.
They're trashing our rights, man! They're trashing the fluid data! They're trashing! Hide the planet! Hide the planet!
Shut up and get in the car.